Hi! In today's lesson, we are going to learn how to use the simple past tense.
I remember what simple past verbs are. They are verbs with the ed after them.
Yes, most verbs in the simple past have ed after them. For example, talked and kicked. These are regular verbs, but the past tense of some other verbs, such as took and put, do not have ed after them.
And these are called irregular verbs. I can still remember the lesson on regular and irregular verbs.
That's wonderful, Turbo Girl.
We use the simple past to refer to the action that has happened and has completed in the past.
Let's first look at some examples. Turbo Girl, can you please read these sentences?
Okay. Sentence 1. Sleep fell and hurt his ankle last week.
The words last week tell us that the action happened in the past. So we use the simple past, fell, and not fall.
Sentence 2. Mr. Henry and Ricky picked carrots last Monday.
The words last Monday tell us that the action happened in the past. So we use the simple past, picked, and not pick.
Sentence 3. Mrs. Claudia always did her homework every day many years ago.
The words many years ago tell us that the action happened in the past. So we use the simple past, did, and not does. Examples of other words which show that the actions happened in the past are just now, in January, and a few days ago. However, we can also use the simple past tense without these words. Please read these sentences again.
Sentence 1. Sleep sprained his ankle. Sentence 2. Mr. Henry and Ricky picked carrots.
Thank you. As you can see, these sentences do not have words such as last week or many years ago. But if we know the verbs refer to actions that have happened in the past, then we must use the past tense. When we write stories, we must check whether the story is in the present or the past. If the story is in the past, we must remember to use the simple past tense.
Can you give us an example, teacher?
All right. Let's write a few sentences of a very short story about Sleep and the other farm animals. Last Monday, Mr. Henry and the other farm animals picked carrots in Ricky's garden. Sleep did not help. He pretended that he sprained his ankle. Turbo Girl, can you tell me whether the story is referring to actions in the present or the past?
It's referring to actions that happened in the past because the story started with last Monday.
Very good. Last Monday shows us that the story is in the past. That's why the verbs in the story, picked, pretended, and sprained, are in the simple past form. It's time for you to tell me what you have learned today.
No problem.
First, we learned that we must use the simple past tense when we refer to actions that happened and completed in the past.
Words like long ago and yesterday tell us that the action is in the past. For example, I went to the beach yesterday. But these words need not always be in the sentence. For example, we can also say, I went to the beach. Finally, we also learned that when we write sentences or stories, we must check whether the story is in the present or the past. If it is in the past, we must remember to use the past tense to describe the verbs in the sentences.
Good job, Turbo Girl.